You've probably seen this horrifying video released by a Border Patrol chief showing smugglers dropping young children just 3 and 5 years old 14 feet over a border wall, then abandoning them in the New Mexico desert. El Paso Border Patrol Chief Gloria Chavez is the one who posted the video. She joins me now. Chief, thank you for taking time. Tell me, when you saw this video, what was your initial reaction and why have you released it?
Thank you, Griff, and thank you for covering this important story. You know, for us, these are some of the tactics that we see from smugglers all along the southwest border. When I first saw the images that were provided to me by my staff, I could not believe what I was watching. I was horrified. I was appalled to see that young child just drop like that from a 14-foot barrier to the ground in an area where it's so rocky, it's so mountainous, it's so remote. And the child, for a few seconds, didn't even move. So I was very worried until I started seeing her movement. Then I see a second child be dropped off that barrier. And then like a third item be thrown over that fence. And then to see them just abandon these children there and run up a hill and run away without even caring for the welfare of those children or how they were on the other side of that barrier.
And Chief, the cartels obviously behind this. You want to pursue these two smugglers, but in terms of sort of the bigger picture, is this indicative of just how ruthless these cartels are?
It is, and I don't think there's like a doubt in anyone's mind within DHS. I mean, I heard the comments of the secretary the other day. So from the secretary's level of the Department of Homeland Security all the way down to the frontline Border Patrol agent, we all know that these smugglers are very ruthless. They do huge exploitation of children and families on this border. They take advantage of a situation that's vulnerable when it comes to these human beings, and they exploit them for money. It is inhumane treatment of a human being. And you know, Griff, you've been along our border in El Paso sector. We stretch all the way from Fort Hancock, Texas, all the way to Lordsburg, New Mexico. There are areas where children are just walking up to the border, crossing where there is no barrier. So why take these two innocent little girls, 3 years and 5 years old, to an area in New Mexico where there is a 14-foot barrier and drop them from the top of it, when clearly there was another area where if they were going to push these little girls into the U.S. side, they could have easily walked through an open area where there was no need to harm them that way.
That's a great point, Chief. And in your, I believe, 264 miles, it is rough terrain. And certainly this video is very telling. It really captures the brutality of this crisis. Let me ask you, to parents, because there's the push factors in the Northern Triangle of poverty and violence in Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador, to parents that would consider allowing their children to make this dangerous journey, what do you say to them?
So most of my intent with this video was to get this out there through all of you so that the parents that are actually conducting this type of arrangement with criminal organizations or other people that are encouraging this, like you said, those pull factors, to understand that when they turn over their children to people like this, these people don't care about their well-being. They treat these children like a commodity. And from the moment they turn that child in from their small village or town, whether it's Ecuador, whether it's Guatemala or the Triangle countries, you know, they are already starting, the exploitation starts from that moment on throughout the entire journey. I wonder, every time when I visited with these two little girls, because I was so concerned about them, I went the next morning to the Central Processing Center where we're holding children currently today, and I wanted to see them. They were so resilient, so talkative, but I was standing there and then I kneeled down and just wondered as they were talking to me what kind of experiences or nightmares they went through from Ecuador all the way to our border that we don't even know about, because they were the ones that were being carried by these ruthless smugglers with inhumane treatment of the most vulnerable population in the world, children.
Chief, thank you for taking time. We just have a few seconds left because I did want to ask you one question about what we project. We have just an unprecedented number of unaccompanied children coming across the border now. One report had as many as 180,000+. Are you hearing anything on what we might see this year?
So flow in general for us, Griff, for the operators on the border, we have an overwhelming situation, and we are continuing to work and use our technology. Our Border Patrol agents are doing a phenomenal job. So kudos to all of them. They are trying to keep up with the flow. But if we continue in the same track that we are going today, we are probably going to surpass, at least for the El Paso sector, we're going to surpass the numbers from back in 2019. And if you remember, we had a surge situation back then of people coming across the border, and it was about 182,000 people that we ended up apprehending that year, and we're on track to supersede that.
El Paso Border Patrol Chief Gloria Chavez, thank you for taking time, and please keep us posted.
Thank you, Griff.